This year we did something new. We went to Wild Waves Enchanted Park for their Fright Fest 2016. Tickets are a little steep, $27.99 for people over 48 inches and $12.99 under 48 inches, but you can go straight to their website and get it much cheaper, so that's really what you should do. General park admission, $22.99. Children under 48 inches, $9.99. Now, as a family that has a bunch of short people in it, a family of shorts, if you will, I feel like we're practically ripping them off. It's wonderful. Love it. So what is there to do? Well, there's something for all ages. Booville is for the little kids. Now, Max, who is 6, loved it. Loved it. There's you can toss a ball in a bucket. You can do a little Paplinko game. You can, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. And the best part is there's a little punch card you get, and when you're all the way done and through with it, you get candy. So there's, I think, six games or something like that. And depending on your score for each one, you get another punch. And then when you get to the end, they give you candy. And we thought, oh, this is cheesy. They're not going to like it. Oh, no. Max loved it. When he got the candy, he couldn't believe it. In Booville, there's also arts and crafts you can do. You can draw a mask and wear it around the park if you'd like your visibility to be limited. And then just take it home. It's kind of fun. There's coloring and, just silly stuff like that. 20 of the rides are open, including things like the Carousel and the Kanga Bounce and the little toy cars. And some of them, all of them really, almost all of them have height limitations in terms of minimum and maximum heights. Some of the rides you can't go on if you're too big, but that's really not so much of an issue because those are the kinds of rides you probably wouldn't want to go on anyway. The Carousel is always a fun one because what's not to like? It's a carousel. But what we loved is the massive Timbers whatever ride. It's this huge wooden roller coaster. It is so thrilling. When we went last summer, we must have ridden it 3-4 times. This time, we only rode it once because the kids were getting bored and they were too scared to go on it. But it is so fun. And in the dark, it is twice as fun. I don't have footage of it, so I'm showing something else right now, I assume. But it was, oh my gosh. If you've never ridden a thrilling roller coaster in the dark, you must. It is so much fun. So they've got 3 haunted houses this year, of sorts. One of them is a 3D experience where you put on these glasses and you go through it, and it was pretty damn amazing. The video doesn't no justice because the video is not in 3D, but it was really fun. You go through and it looks crazy and the walls are crazy and there's optical illusions, and then about halfway through it you start getting jump scares, and then as you go through some more you start seeing scary people. Oh my gosh. Nobody was traumatized. Max went through it. He's 6. He was not traumatized, which is great. But he's brave. But Brendan and Dom also went through it, and they were also not traumatized, but they're 12 and 13, so there you go. We also went on the Camp Hills. Anyway, it's a campground-themed haunted walk, and it was great. It was so much fun. There's people jumping out with axes. There's a dude with a chainsaw. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Normally you go in groups of about 3 or 4. We tagged on with the group in front of us, and I was at the very back, so I got 0 scares. Now I didn't bring the camera for this one because it was too dark, and I could tell it was going to be too dark, and it wouldn't do it justice. It was just a lot of fun. This year they've also got a magic show by a gentleman who was on America's Got Talent as apparently the only magician from the Northwest. And it was a good show. We only caught part of it because we got the times messed up, but we did get to go in afterwards and visit with the rabbit and say hello and all that. The one mistake we made, though, was not preparing for the weather. Oh, man. It's the Northwest. It's October. What did we expect? If we'd have just worn hats, we probably would have been fine. If we would have brought an umbrella, it would have been a great night. But around 9-ish, 9:30, the rain came, and it was just too much to deal with. Now, all the events and attractions are undercover, with very few exceptions. But if you don't have an umbrella for the walking in between and standing in line, you might be a little miserable. So if you have an umbrella, bring it. And if you have a hat, wear it. Or, it's not like you can plan the weather. I have been unsuccessful in my attempts to control the weather, though I still try. They're open basically Friday, Saturday, and some Sundays between now and Halloween. And yeah, definitely go online to get the discount tickets. That's a way better deal. And of course, they've got, food and beverage and, other stuff. It was an awful lot of fun, and is the sort of thing I'm almost positive, I would say pretty positive, we're going back to next year. So there you go. Wild Waves Enchanted Park Fright Fest 2016.